Hi everybody. I'm back and working on part 2 of what we started on the last video. You saw me paint this. You see there's some spots that need to be touched up, so I'm going to do that really quick before we go on. I didn't have any regular black, so I'm using metallic, and it doesn't like to behave like it should. So it's giving me a lot more problems than I was hoping for. So right now I'm just using an older brush, kind of scrubbing in, because apparently this canvas doesn't take paint very well, which was kind of upsetting because I even gessoed it. So I don't know. Anyways, but we do the best we can with what we have, right? That was always my dad's philosophy with, you know, advice when I was raising my kids. You know, because I swore I was an awful parent, and there was nothing anybody could tell me different, and my kids told me I was awful, so I believed them, and, you know. And of course, every parent makes mistakes. And it was he that finally convinced me, you know what? There is no manual. And yes, we do the best we can with what we have at the time we have it. And that's all you can do. That is all you can do. See, I got a couple of oopses, but that's okay. Alright, now comes the fun part. I'm not going to touch so much where the black was. I'm just going to go around it for now. So I've got petunia purple. I'm going to squeeze a little bit out of. Not a whole lot right away. I've got purple pansy. Let's see. Can I get it? Can I get it? And we got it. Oops. All in a circle. Okay, so we'll throw that up there. Some purple pansy. And some honeysuckle pink with a little bit of white off to the side. Now you remember those bunches of Q-tips that I put together in the last video, right? I used rubber bands around them. Trust me, it's a lot easier to handle them that way. So what I'm going to do is, first I'm going to start in on the dark, okay? Probably add just a bit of the light to it. And then all I'm going to do is like I said, I'm starting in with the dark and adding just a little bit of light. And yes, I'm going right over the black, all the way down. Well, it's not going to cover up the black completely. It's not supposed to. Okay. And you see how it's just making all kinds of dots? And when you do it, you want to kind of twist your back and forth. Now this is going to be the backdrop. Okay. I know that's still kind of wet, so I'm kind of going over it a little bit. See, those are getting a little bit messy for me. They're not quite, so I'm going to turn it over. And I'm going to use some new ones. And when you rearrange your Q-tips and stuff, you'll learn, or you'll figure out which, you know, combination works best for you. Now, right now, all I'm doing is laying down a background. I'm giving it no form, really, no dimension. You see, sometimes I'll pull it down a little. Okay. And I need some more dark purple. Now I'm only putting out a little bit at a time, if you can see that. Okay? Just a little bit at a time. See, there's too much paint right there. I'll put a couple more right in here. That a little bit wider. And all I'm using is Q-tips. When I first saw her do this, Cinnamon Cooney, the art Sherpa, okay, if you didn't watch my first video and you just managed to catch this one, this is not my idea, okay? This is not, I do not claim credit for it. I watched her on one of her videos, the art Sherpa. She also has her own web page. But this is not my idea. I just want to make that clear. Uh-oh. Oh no, I left my glue stick uncapped overnight. I wonder if anything will help. Let's stick it in water. And then put the cap on it. I knew I was forgetting something. Okay, so I've dropped down, or put back, you know, a good layer of purple. Now, obviously, this is not showing up the dark purple on the black very well. I mean, you can see that, right? It's when you put the highlights in that everything matters. and to say, watching her do this with Q-tips. I'm not suggesting that she's the first person or the only person who's ever done this before, but she's the first person I ever watched do it. So yeah, I was a little bit awed, so to speak. Okay, so I think that's it for the dark purple for now. So I'm not throwing these away. I'm just going to set them aside. And put that in the background. Now I'm going to grab another. I think I'm just going to do a bunch of 4. The first bunch I used had 5 in it. This one I'm only going to use 4. And I'm going to mix the pink and the lavender together. Okay. Make sure I get the right. Alrighty. Let's try this. Now, that's pretty much dry, so we're going to just kind of go over it and start giving a little bit of definition. Okay? And don't forget to twist and move your Q-tips. See, now the pink is showing up over the black a little bit, and it'll also highlight that darker purple. Now, do you kind of see where it's going? That one's still kind of wet, so we'll kind of skip over that one for a little bit. Well, maybe not. See, when they start to stop giving you little circles and start kind of split, that's when you turn it over. Because you want to try and keep, you know, the circle motif, the circle look going. I need some more light purple. I'm just about out of that. And now, like I said, I haven't watched this video in a very long time of Cinnamon Cooney doing this. So I may have missed out in a step. I don't remember. Whoops. See, now that one little piece. Just make that piece bigger. But hers was, oh my gosh, fantabulous. And she always makes it look so easy. To the point where, you know, if you don't, even if you don't have any talent whatsoever, you know, that you can do the things that she does. She did a painting of Groot from Guardians of the Galaxy. Oh my gosh, I'd never even seen him before. Never watched the movie, never seen it, nothing. Okay? And she did a picture of Groot. And oh my gosh, I wanted just to pick him up and hug him and hug him and hug him and hug him. Uh-oh, too much. But that's okay. But he was so cute. And she did his little facial expressions and everything. It was just awesome. Okay. I want some more light right here. And I'm not getting the form of the dots now. So I'm going to put this one aside. And I'm going to grab another one. Okay. And actually what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pick some of this up dry. See, that way. Okay, now I'm going to stick some in the purple and some in the dark. Nope, I'm out of dark. Okay. Okay. Now, I'm not totally covering, you know, because you can see that sunlight that's glaring through the break in the trees. You can see that coming through. Okay. And you can still see the tree branches, right? Coming through the wisteria. I'm going to add a little bit of pink over here because I don't really have a whole lot. And when I'm getting down to the bottoms, I'm just slowly tapering it off. Slowly tapering it off. Like I said, I am not a painter. The first time I ever done this, I was so surprised it came out looking as nice as it did. And then I was aggravated because my oldest daughter came in and said, "Oh, you made me a painting for my birthday," took off with it. And I'm like, that's like the first painting I ever did. Bring it back. But I asked her yesterday, and she said that, yeah, they've got it hanging up in their kitchen. I said, well, did you put the coat of varnish on? I gave you the can after you took my picture. And she was like, no, I don't even know where the can is. I said, you need to put that coat of varnish on it. All right, now. Okay, we're going to put another layer or two on that. But how does that look so far? I think it needs a little bit more dark purple in it, to be honest. So I'm going to flip my Q-tips to the other side. And I'm going to dot this, dot, 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 dot. Make sure I don't have too much paint. And especially on the outer edges, you know, where it looks like you're deeper into the forest is where you want more of the dark. Because that just helps with shadow. And you won't believe it, but these Q-tips can suck up some paint, let me tell ya. See, I already need a little bit more dark purple. Now, like I said, please, 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 if anybody ever suggests that this was my idea, put them in their place. This was not. I saw this Wisteria is one of my favorite flowers. And it grows wild all over Georgia from what I understand, because I seen it everywhere when we were, my friend Devana and I were doing our girls trip, and it was beautiful. And you don't see it much here in Missouri unless people actually buy it and, you know, grow it itself and train it up. Okay, I'm going to do this one almost to the bottom, because sometimes it grows that way. And I don't want each length to be the same. Alrighty. So we're going to let this dry a little bit. Let me see if I still have my gunmetal gray out. I do not. So let me see what I can find. Oh, awesome. It's the one I picked up. Okay, so this, I'm just going to take a paintbrush. Oops. This is one of my older ones. Okay, and all I'm going to do with this... Ooh, that's way too much. I'm not going too far from the color palette, so to speak. But I am trying to give it a little bit of dimension. And when I'm done, right, when I'm done, what's the cool thing about this, if it works like it's supposed to, oh, should have had it ready. As I'm going to take a baby wipe. I can do it before it dries. There. Yeah. Okay, you see that? It's not making it look... Now this part right here, Cinnamon didn't do. She probably had a much better way to do it, but for me, I'm not very good at painting, so this is my solution. There. Now hopefully that smoothed out that gunmetal gray to make it look a little bit more realistic. What do you guys think? Okay. Now, no, I'm not done yet. I'm just kind of waiting for the purples to dry. But this is going to be one of the pieces that go in my auction. Now, you probably heard me say this before, but yes, I want to have an auction. I need help, and I don't ask for help very well. But I need help with my teeth. I tried a GoFundMe account, and honestly, it just made me feel creepy, you know, begging people for money. I don't like doing that. And in the 30 days, I think I only ended up, or however long it was, I only ended up with like $214. And that was barely enough for the first doctor's visit. I had a problem with my blood last year. The doctor, I had moved to Kentucky for a short time. I was there for like about 5.5 months, because Kentucky has a dental program, and I needed some teeth out, you know, some back teeth. And so I moved to Kentucky to get my teeth done. And while there, I had a heart attack. They took me to the local hospital, which was in Benton, Kentucky, and they don't even have a cardiologist on call. So they had to ship me up to Lourdes in Paducah. I don't even think those doctors knew where they got their degree from. I asked one of them if he got it from a Cracker Jack box. I was there for like 6 days and they could not figure out what was wrong. So what he did was he doubled my blood thinners without talking to my doctor back home, without anything. He doubled my blood thinners. I think these are about dry enough. Okay. And then sent me home. Well, a normal person's blood thinness numbers, okay, are supposed to be between 2.0 and 3.0. These are too close together. Well, there we go. I'm not there. You know, I was taking these meds that he told me to take, and I had doubled up on my my Coumadin, which is what I was which is what I take. And then I started waking up with my mouth full of blood, like I was chewing on a dead animal. I mean, it was covered in blood. I've got pictures. And every time, even if I just laid down to take a nap, I would wake up and my mouth was full of blood, and I had dried blood all over my lips, and my teeth were all, you know, it was horrible. And then when I would use the restroom, and I know this is gross and I apologize, but I'm being totally honest with you guys. It looked like a shark attack when I would go pee. It was that bad. And then I was sitting at my craft desk crafting one day, you know, and how you're crafting, you're always looking down at what you're doing. And I felt something hit the table, bounce off, hit my leg, and then hit the floor, and I wasn't paying any attention to it, you know, until for some reason I went to lick my lips or something, and one of my implants had fallen out. I say implants because when I was 18, I had a motorcycle accident that knocked out all my front teeth, and the doctors put implants in, you know, instead of giving me dentures at 18. And I found out my tooth was missing. I'm like, no way. And sure enough, I picked it up, and there was my tooth with the post sticking out, and a hole in my mouth where all you saw was like the cement that they used to hold the post in there, the metal post. So that was the first tooth that fell out. And the second tooth, I think I'm supposed to use a little bit of yellow, but that's okay. Anyways, when all was said and done, okay, almost all my front top teeth are gone. Okay, now please, I'm embarrassed, so don't laugh, but I'm going to show you for truth. See if I can get this up here. Okay, please don't look at the back of my room. Okay, I'm 48 years old. I don't mind getting dentures. I don't mind, anything like that. But I did not have any insurance down here back in Missouri where I'm at to cover it. Whoops. Okay, that's getting too flat, so I'm going to have to flip them over. Now, my church has agreed to help me with some of the cost. The first dentist I went to, okay, he wanted to charge me $16,000 to get my teeth fixed. I asked him what he was smoking, to think he could charge that much. And so obviously that was a no-go. $16,000 for an upper partial. Really? So I found this other place, and they can do everything I need for around $3,000. I think it was like $29.83 total, but just roughing it out to $8,000. And I don't expect my church to take care of my medical bills. I mean, that's just crazy. But they did offer to help pay for some of it to help offset it, and I have to come up with the rest. Well, I'm on disability. How am I going to come up with the rest when I make $700 a month? I mean, it's just, it's crazy. And I tried the GoFundMe account, and honestly, oh, that was just creepy. It really was. I know I've said this already, but still. I do have a PayPal, but instead of, just kind of asking people for money, now I need to add a little bit more purples in there. I'm going to put some light purples in. Instead of asking people for money, I figured this way they would get something in return. So they're not just giving me money, they're getting a product in return. So I've decided my auction's going to be on August 4th. It's a Saturday. I haven't decided what time yet, but that'll be the day. It's a Saturday. And it'll be during the day. It won't be a nighttime thing, because I don't want to be up so late that I have to miss church the next morning. Okay. So far, I've had one person donate. Oh my gosh. She said she was just going to donate some crocheted flowers, as embellishments. And I thought, how wonderful. How absolutely wonderful. Well, when I got the box, it had 22 journals in it, plus the crocheted flowers, plus crocheted bookmarks, plus, I mean, just on and on and on and on, all for the auction. And she even gave me a little bitty, well, not a little bitty, a gallon-sized garbage bag full of stuff. She said it was just for me, and it had a few more journals in it. So I'm just adding a little bit of pink back in here. I seem to have missed some of it. And, so she said those are for the auction. I was so amazed and so humbled. But like I said, I thought for all intents purposes, that this honestly would help make me feel better about, you know, asking for help, and would help me with the possibility of getting some teeth, because I'm really tired of yogurt and applesauce. I mean, I try to eat some things, but I've only got one bottom back tooth, so, you know, after a while, one of my favorite things to eat is nachos. Well, after a while, your gums get tired. I just squirted paint on my mouth. Okay. All right, so for now, that part is done. I'm going to let this dry some, because I'm not done yet. All right. So what do you guys think? And no, I'm not done yet. Okay. But I think before I do the grass, I really do want to find or get some jet black, because doing grass is just a very natural organic thing. And if I do it with the metallic, I'm going to have to go over it and over it and over it again. And I really don't want to do that. So, but for all intents purposes, minus the grass, this is my next painting. Now, on the last video, I asked you guys, what else do you think I should do? I'm going to set this aside so it can dry. With the first one I did, the lady, okay? Now, I was thinking, and I woke up looking at this picture I have hanging above my bed. And I love reds and oranges and yellows and golds and browns. I love fall colors, okay? Warm colors. And this one picture I have above my bed is of a forest setting. And inside the forest setting, I mean, it's pretty big, but inside the forest setting, they have inset some Swarovski crystals, you know, throughout the forest in about the same colors. It's very, very mute. Very, very subtle. That's the word I'm looking for. And I thought, I don't have Swarovski crystals, but I do have these itty bitty nail crystals that I thought might look good. So I'm not going to glue any right now. Oh, wait a minute. I don't want... Okay, let me pull this out of the way, because this has got paint on it. And I will have to put this aside and let it dry. No, don't fall. There. Okay. Oh, and I figured out the answer to the case of the sliding glitter. I decorated a candle, right? I tried this idea I saw on Pinterest. Let me grab it. And it said use double stick tape. So I did, right? I put double stick tape around this and then put that gold glass glitter on it. I thought, how pretty. I have a something or another that's going to go right there. But I did it like over a week ago, and every time I turned around, glitter was falling off. I'm like, wow, what can I put on that won't dull the glitter, but that's not flammable, that'll keep the glitter on there, you know, because I can't really paint it with a varnish, because if varnish is flammable. And my dad came up with a good idea. He says, well, do you have like a clear glue or something you can use? I went, duh. Yeah, so anyways, I ended up putting on some triple thick. And it worked perfectly. So let me put some of this out of the way. Actually, I made a pot of coffee earlier. I think I'm going to go see if it's ready because I really need my morning coffee. So I'm going to put you on pause for just a minute and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Cleaned up my mess a little bit and got my coffee in my cup that I always use. It says the bonds we have are everlasting on the inside, right? I'm not going to tip it over like I did last time. But this is a cup that my best friend and I, Devana, see if you can see that okay. See? It says friends on that side. And then on the other side, there's a little poem right there with some hearts. And it says, which mind you, is my favorite coffee cup in the whole wide world. It says, there is nothing like a hug from a friend, and you are always there with one. Thank you for your friendship. The coffee cup thing is kind of a trip, to be honest. Let me see if I can put you back where you were. That'll work. Whenever she would visit me or I would visit her. Now, this is the lady that's got the primary progressive MS. She can't leave her wheelchair anymore, and she needs help doing everything. Whenever we would visit each other, you know, we'd both go to the store. We'd both agree on a mug that both of us liked, right? We would both buy the exact identical mug. Okay, now this may not make no sense to you, but to best friends, it makes all the sense in the world, okay? We would buy each other, well, we would buy ourselves the exact same mug. And then when we got home and we'd start unpacking our stuff, I'd pull out the mug I bought, she'd pull out the mug she bought, and I'd hand mine to her and she'd hand hers to me. And that has been our tradition for the last 20 some years. And that way we can say, I bought you a mug. Yes, we could have kept the ones we bought, but it wasn't the same thing, you know? And so almost 95% of my coffee cups, and I have quite a few, trust me, are from her. And I won't say 95 of hers are from me because she's collecting coffee cups way longer than I have. She has a whole wall in her dining room lined up with coat racks. You know those little pegs that stick out of the wall? You know, on those little accordion things. She's got those from ceiling to floor on 3 walls in her dining room. And every peg has a coffee cup on it. Okay? I'm not that ambitious. I love my coffee. I love, you know, the tradition that her and I have together. But no, I don't have the room for something like that. Okay, so to get back to what I'm going to do here on this, I know there's a glare and it's kind of shiny because I did a top layer underneath the rich espresso. I did the top layer in Venetian gold, and then this I did in the rich espresso, and they were both metallics. So, but I love this design, this stencil. So what I'm going to do, I had asked in the last video if anybody had any ideas, and I was thinking, you know, how cool it would be maybe to make her a wreath of flowers for her head and all of that. And then when I woke up this morning, okay, no, I'm not going to use these big ones, okay, but they were mixed in with the small ones. When I woke up this morning and I looked up at it's my favorite picture in the whole wide world, and I saw my painting with all of these, you know, Swarovski crystals on it, I thought that would be a perfect solution to what to do, and it would be really, really subtle. I'm not into garish and and loud and stuff like that. I like things to be elegant, not overstated, just enough, you know, to get the eye across and to say, hey, did you see that, you know, kind of thing out of the corner of your eye? So, yeah, there's some that are bigger than others, and I don't want those. I just want the little ones. The ones that you can barely see. And now, mind you, I haven't varnished this picture yet. So when I do, it will cement the little crystals on a little bit better, and they won't fall off. So this is just going to take a moment while I try to sift through and get some of the crystals over here. See, they're really, really tiny. I don't know if you can barely see them. But I think it's going to be just what the doctor ordered. If I had some orange and red, I would probably add a couple of those in there, but I don't. So I'm going to stick with just yellow. Only because I don't want it to turn out looking, you know, overdone. And here's one. That one looks like a pink one. It should be in the next, so it might have gotten mixed up. There we go. But you wouldn't think that, you know, something this... And honestly, when I bought these little crystals, I wasn't aware of how tiny they really, really were. Okay, because I noticed when you shop on in the markets overseas, in the Asian markets overseas, we'll put it that way, okay? I'm thinking that should be enough. 90% of any kind of crystals that you order, you think you're getting a good deal on, but honestly, they're pretty much set up for nails, you know, acrylic nails and gems and stuff. So, oh, come on, flip over. There. Nope, that didn't flip it. Well, I've got enough flipped for now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just, oops, dot, 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 dot. This is coming out way too fast. Okay, I think that's all I'm going to do. Those are the ones I'm going to put. Now, yeah, granted, the glue is a lot more, which what I'll probably do is wipe some up, set that down. Did it set down? I can't tell. No, it didn't. Okay, I really don't like this little pick and stick thing. It doesn't work as well as it says it does. At least not on itty bitty ones. Okay. Ah! Stay. Let me see if there's something else I can use. These are so pointy, I don't know if they'll work. Okay, so let's do this then. We'll try it this way, and we'll just push them down into the middle of the glue. And then I'll come back over and I will wipe up the excess glue. And then this glue will dry clear. Oh, come on. Yes, this is a lot harder than it looks. Especially when your gem wants to, like, make you chase it around the tweezers. That's what it's called. Oh, come on. Oh, this one wants to be a butthead, so I'm just going to put it aside. Unless I can just get it and lay it, and it's not going to. Come on. Can't even tell if that worked. Nope, it didn't. Okay, all my glue is going to dry. There. Okay. Oh, I already had one in that one. Oh, man. Yeah, these things are really, really difficult to... Ah! Oh, come on. I'm sorry I'm not talking right now. I'm just really trying to get these crystals on, you know, and at this point I'm thinking, it sounded like a good idea. Oh, I think when it's done, it'll look good. Oops. Okay, did I forget any? See, that one up there is already dry. That one, 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 that one. Okay, so we are going to... Ah, there's two there, that's why. Okay. Alright, so we're going to let those dry. And I'm going to attempt to put all of these back in. I wonder if I should do her eyes. What do you think? Maybe one drop on an eye, one drop on an eye. Let's try. If we don't like it, I can always peel it off, as long as it doesn't mess with the paint. Oh. And I don't know, there. I'm just going to put a drop of blue on that. And hopefully, yeah. Okay, come on, let go. I don't think it's going to give up much of the glue, but it's giving me an opportunity to push the gem down into the glue to make it set a little bit better. So I guess that's a good thing. Yeah, that's a good thing. Okay. Now, all you're going to see pretty much is glue dots. Let me see if I can pull this forward. But that, when the glue dries, that's where the crystals will be. Okay? So, I'm going to set this one aside now. And I'm wondering, oh, what I need to do is put this stuff back. So let me get a card. These are one of the matte frames I made on a... I had one piece of this really beautiful shimmery green. I don't know if you can see it shimmer, but it's like a shimmer paper. And I had these beautiful graphics that I didn't really know what to do with. So what I did was, out of all of the graphics, I took this piece of paper, this green piece of paper, and used it to mat it up against some of these graphics. And I've used some in some of my journals. Let me see if I have another one down here. But it came out pretty cool, you know? See, I love decorating envelopes. That is so cool. You see the, whoops, upside down. See the unicorn? Yeah. Okay. Anyways, I'm gonna put that. Oh no, I was gonna use that. Duh. Whoops. I just lost one. Oh well, the vacuum cleaner will find it, right? I wonder if some of these come with their own little bitty stickies, because I'm having a heck of a time getting them off my fingers. Maybe it's just my hand is all gummy from doing the glue. I don't know. Okay, so we've got them all on here except for that one. And we'll just pick that one up and set it in there, if it'll go. And there we go. Make sure I don't have any stuck under my nails, because these things, these are really, really tiny, and I don't even know what size you would call them. I don't think I've ever seen crystals that tiny. I even remember when I got married and I had my nails done, and I had an American manicure, not a French manicure. And an American manicure, I know it's gonna look really goofy, but you know how a French manicure takes the white all the way across like that? Okay, that's a French manicure. Well, an American manicure goes like that. All right, you see the difference? This is the French manicure. This is the American. And I used to have, like, well, not used to, but when I got married, I had my hands done, my nails done in the American manicure, and I had a little bitty rhinestone popped right there, right at that corner. And it didn't, it was, I don't even think it was as small as those. I know, how goofy, right? But it proved a point, or it showed, demonstrated an example. Not proved a point. But yeah. I had this one lady in Barstow, California, who I used to have only her. If she wasn't there, I'd wait a week if I had to. You know? I cracked my nail. I know most nail techs will tell you do not seesaw back and forth, but it's the only way I get mine done. Because my nails are pretty thin. But I had a crack in it, so I had to take care of it. Anyway. But yeah, I've never seen gems that tiny. Sorry. It's been a little bit since I filed them, and I'm getting little bitty, you know, like cracks in them and divots and stuff. And obviously, you can see which-handed I am. I'm right-handed more than left-handed, because my nails are longer on my left hand. You see the difference? So sometimes when it gets really bad, I just have to cut all my nails off and start all over just to make them all the same size again. But since I started crafting, oops, it makes no sense to worry about, you know, nails and stuff like that. Now for this one, I really want to do something with this one, but I don't know what. Actually, I think I'm just going to leave her like that. Yeah, I think I am. And I don't know where my list is. Ah, here we go. Okay, I know what I'm going to do. Show you some more things that are going to be in the auction. Okay, this is a bag of fibers. There's like 11 to 12 different kinds of fibers in here, and they're 2 yards each. There's eyelash trim, 2 different colors. There's some real beautiful boho royal colors in there. In fact, let me just take them out so you can see them. Okay, so here's this. They're all 2 yards each. See that one? And look at the beautiful green eyelash trim. Okay, then there's just a roll of yarn. There's some jute. Oops, right here. And there's 2 yards of that. It's really thick stuff, so it would make a really great border around. Hey, in fact, I might dig mine out and do that just to see what it looks like. Okay, so there's jute. And then there's some more fibers. I don't know if you can see that. Okay, like I said, there's 2 yards each. Here's a smaller fiber. Looks like worsted wool, you know, and actually looks like it comes in 2 pieces. So you're getting 4 yards here. These are one of the things that's going to be in. And then you've got a small fuzzy one right here. Like I said, everything is 2 yards. Look how pretty that is. And then another shade of eyelash trim. So this is one of the things. I think I've got 4 bags of these. So it's... Now these are just fibers. I've got bags that have 10 or 11 different styles of lace in them. You know, for example, like that. I've got it written down, but this one is like, what is it, 27 inches wide? Yeah, 27 inches wide. But what's cool about this one is when you open it, okay, when I figured this out, I almost didn't put it in the raffle or auction. Okay, it's got strips. Okay, so if you didn't want something so wide, but something this wide would be good. You know, because it's folded in half. So you could cut this right along here, and you'd have one thing of lace. Then you'd have a different style of the same blue lace, different style of the same blue lace, all the way around. So you'd end up with, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 yards of this blue lace with different designs. So this is a really good buy. But look how pretty that is. You see that? And it's folded in half. Look how wide it is. So this is one of the things that's going to be, I think I've got 2 of these, because I wasn't giving up all my blue. Doesn't look like much when it's stuffed in a baggie, does it? But it's easier to keep control that way. Okay, now this is a grab bag. It's a miscellaneous grab bag. Each piece is at least 1 yard long. And then there are a couple of small things. There's another baggie in here with cloth pieces from Minnie Mouse. But you've got bridal lace, you've got floral lace, you've got some burlap, you've got some burlap with lace. You know, I mean, some ribbons. This is a little bit of everything. You've got that beautiful red glittery piece of ribbon, you know. So that's going to be in there. And these are big pieces. I mean, I'm not talking, you know, a little 6-inch piece and here you go. Okay, now look at this material. You see that? That's a scarf or a piece of fabric, whichever one you want to use it for. And it's huge. Okay, here's one of the lace bags. And there's even some fibers then with the lace bags. Okay, and you've got a roll of twine here. And these are all cotton lace, crocheted lace. It's not that vinyl or polyester or whatever it's called. And then this pink one. Oh, I got to show you this pink one. Look how pretty. And it's shiny. It's shiny on one side. You see that? And it's matte on the other. But it's beautiful. So yeah, there's a little bit of, and there's 10 or 12, you know, yards in each bag. Let's see. This is another scarf. Beautiful scarf. It's got fringe on it. Look at this black and silver lace. It's 2 yards, okay, 6 inches wide. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, and I'm going to be giving away little ephemera buttons and stuff like that. And some butterflies, which these may end up going into the ephemera packs that I'm going to give away with the journals. So, but yeah. Like there's 4 yards total. We've got bridal lace, pinks or lavender purple stretchy lace. Let's see. And look at this one. You know, this one's got quite a few. And that's crocheted lace. You see that? And this one's black and purple. You can't tell, but it is. It's black and lavender. Oh, okay. And like I said, this isn't even all. I've got a whole box in the other room that's full of stuff. I just have to catalog it. So now what I'm going to do with these, I think I'll leave these plain. There's like 10 butterflies in each. There's 14 in this one, 14 in this one, 10, 10, 10, 10. Alright, I think what I'm going to do, because I really like these, is I'm going to pull some out. Alright? And these are wooden buttons. Okay? They're wooden buttons, butterflies. I've got butterflies. I've got bohemian ones that are buttons. And I've got what looks like Gerbera daisies or something like that. Anyways, there they are. And there's all different colors and everything in there. So what I was thinking about doing... Yes?
It'll be on the veranda.
Okay. It doesn't want to focus. But let me see if I can... There we go. Nope. Come up this way some. Okay, now it needs to focus. There we go. Okay. So these don't get dark on me. Okay. So I have some sparkle gel pens. I didn't want to get out glitter glue because it's just kind of a mess. So I will work on my sparkle gel pens just to give the butterflies a little bit of oomph, you know? Let me see. There's the blue, there's the red, and there's another green. Okay. So what you're seeing, I can't get it any closer unless I bring the camera down, and then I think that would be way too close. Unless I found a book or something. But no, I think you're good right there. No, let's pull them back here. Let's move you down just a little bit. There we go. Okay, so now I'm in a decent work spot. So let's work on this teal one first. What color would I want to use on this beautiful one? I can't find my silver. Now that would be, there's black, and there's red, silver. Here it is, because I had it in the wrong spot. Okay. Now with silver, see, I'm just giving it a body. Okay. Can you see that? And I'm almost actually afraid of using the gel pens because I think it might cover up more than I want it to. So let me just set them off to the side for a minute. And, ooh, I wish I had a Stella pen. That would be awesome. No, the only glitter glue I'm finding right now is my blue one. I don't feel like getting up and getting the others. So I might just put a little bit, oops, and just kind of rub it around. Give it a little bit of glitter. Not enough to cover it, you know, but enough to give it some sparkle, maybe. So see if that worked. Because it's not that I want to change what they look like. I don't. I just want to enhance some of their characteristics. Now, you know, if you bid and you win these and you get whatever packet comes with them and you don't like them, just take an alcohol pad and wipe it right off. See, that's not very, okay, come on, please. There we go. See, it's not super noticeable. There. See, I don't have any more blue. Okay. Well, I was going to sit here and do these, but this will take all day. And I don't think I want to do that. But yeah, if you were paying attention and you're in my Facebook group, you will know the last video that I did my catchword in. And I haven't checked the boards today yet, so I don't know. Let's see. Oh, it's still a little damp. So I don't know if anybody has caught it yet. Okay, there's that. That is a glue pen, which is kind of cool. I could have used that earlier. Didn't even remember I had it. Alrighty, and let's put the sparkle pens back. What else was on my list? Junk journals. Okay, we're doing the canvas art. Oh, that's right. Okay. Charms, pendants, and crystals. Okay, well, empty squeeze bottles. Okay. Yeah, see, I have quite a few things on my list that are going to be in the auction. And there's 2 rows on this side and only 1 row on this side. But yeah, I have until August 4th to have everything ready. And on that note, I'm going to go for now. It's been over an hour. And I want to do some more crafting. I could probably do it online, but I haven't decided what I wanted to do yet. So I could either put you on pause or just start another video later on. I don't know. But on that note, remember my auction's going to be on August 4th. It's a Saturday. Probably 2 or 3-ish in the afternoon. That's what I'm thinking. Central Standard Time. Okay? 2, 3-ish in the afternoon, Central Standard Time. So if you want to donate anything to the auction, just PM me, let me know. If you liked my video and liked what I've showed you today, click like, okay? Click the thumbs up. That really does help our video people with their videos and with YouTube, you know, because there are a lot of scammers out there and a lot of people who just go around and click, you know, dislike just for poops and giggles, okay? But those thumbs up, they help us. They do. If you comment on the videos, YouTube looks at that as well. So comment if you like what I did with the my canvases, okay? Let me know if you think I could do something different. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe already. I'm having a 700, that's what I'm going to do later. I got to get my box together, my giveaway box for my 750th subby giveaway, okay? If there is more than 30 people, not 30 comments or 30 shares or 30 whatevers, if there is more than 30 people who comment, share, like, whatever, then I will do 2 drawings, okay? If there's more than 50, I will do 3 drawings. If you share to your Pinterest, that's an extra entry. If you share to your Facebook, that's an extra entry. If you share to your Blogspot or your Google or your Twitter or your Instagram, Snapchat, whatever, okay, those would all be extra entries. But you have to link those in the comment under the description of my 750 giveaway video. Okay, I got to be able to click on that and say, yep, she did it, or yep, he did it. You know, Don't just say, I shared it on Facebook and interest and all of that and expect it to go. Let's see. If you are my 750th subscriber, okay, you automatically get a prize. Automatically. It's not going to be super big, but you will automatically get a prize. So I'll be doing that later on this afternoon, showing the goodie box. And remember, okay, comment, like, share, subscribe. Always remember to keep the humor in life, because if you don't, life sucks. And always remember to give yourself the freedom to art yourself silly. It makes you look at the world in a different way. It truly does. All right. And on that note, I'm going to let you guys go. And thank you for staying with me for a little while and spending some time. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.